have a good friend of mine, Lissa Piercy, who Lissa has always loved to write, but she truly found her passion for poetry in the summer of 2012 when she created a 6-week poetry curriculum for a non-profit organization in Boston, Mass Mission Sing. Since that summer, Lissa has continued writing, performing, and teaching spoken word poetry. She founded Wheelock College's performance group, Flow. We got some Flow people here tonight, right? That's the one. Oh yeah, they have their own event tonight, never mind. And later teamed up with 4 other performance poets to create the group Flatline Poetry. Lissa is a writer, student, and educator who seeks to grow and change through all these 3 aspects of her life. And I can say she is a beautiful person and a very close friend of mine. So let's welcome to the stage, Lissa Piercy.
Is actually doing a creativity night on our campus tonight to kind of help other students write and express themselves. So one thing I don't ever like to do, I'm going to have to dash to do a writing activity with them, but you guys are in for a treat. All 4 of the features tonight are unbelievable. I'm really sad to miss it. And yeah, so Kaylee suggested that I do this piece because it fit with the theme, so I'll take her suggestion. I sat quiet, felt cold, rippled through hallways, saw anger, tossed out like tissues caged in. I remembered September's first class. How inside those 4 walls, my students bit back truth, choked down painful words into curses. With laughter, their pens hesitated. Mouths repeated lyrics, ears had digested. They were so timid then, but now, they're never anxious, always testing, expecting the Monday when I no longer show up, because let's face it, they tell me, you people do this class. I start with a smile and leave with a headache. I swore I would never abandon them, but then someone put bombs in our streets, lit up the sky, and made death sound like fireworks then. I found myself unable to be with them then. I yearned for those 4 walls, for those classroom headaches, for the young faces that I knew would have something to say about all this, but when I got there, they didn't need me. These barely past puberty pillars stood angry, said, violence happens every day for us, say. It plays out on the stages of front porches, school hallways, street corners, said, stop. We don't want to hear about the Boston and Marathon bombing, said. We don't want to talk about the Boston and Marathon bombing, said. We don't want to write about your Boston and Marathon bombing, said, stop. I sat still, wishing I could give 2 hours of freedom in one poetry class in that moment. I no longer cared about bombs sounding like fireworks, for theirs was an entire past of fireworks. I stopped trying to process and heal and started to listen. As they wrote of the uncle taken, brother dead, father absent, wounds licked with stinging alcohol tongues. The only lesson learned was how to make a drink without too many parts of rum, and I realized that as this city cracked tragedy, my students looked out their windows and saw peace. Because that day Boston suffered, they lived for one moment on the safer streets, and when their eyes say thank you to a bomber, I wonder, why isn't this city writing stories, having candlelit vigils all year round? I walked back to my college that day, ears open, eyes wide, fear real, stared into a splintered mirror, recognized a million lessons I had yet to learn, and tried to focus as adult pens scribbled of the painful Monday that took their safety, tried to care about what it meant to be unsafe for the first time. These people, I thought, are safe already. I am safe already. Safety shouldn't be happenstance, shouldn't be lucky, should be always. I want to keep everyone safe. I try to keep everyone safe. I can't keep everyone safe, but I will keep my students safe for 2